the top in the group here at 158 plus net points. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers brain trust includes general manager Jason, is it Licht?
I believe it's Licht, yes.
Head coach Todd Bowles now. Offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich, defensive coordinator Casey Rogers, and Larry Foote, both listed for the defensive coordinator position, and special teams coordinator Keith Armstrong. And the return of one Tom Brady back for another year. That's a big brain trust addition right there.
Yes, Tom Brady is a major brain trust addition. Getting him back was huge for them. I, for one, never thought he was going to stay retired. He's one of those guys that plays for the love of the game and for the camaraderie. And I knew he would miss it, and I kind of figured he would come back, and he did. The general manager, Jason Licht, started as a scout for the Dolphins back in 1995 and worked in the scouting departments of the Panthers and the Patriots over time. He was promoted to assistant director of player personnel for the Patriots in 2002. He held the same title for the Eagles from 2003 to 2005, and then he was promoted to vice president of player personnel. He was director of player personnel for the Patriots and the Cardinals between 2008 and 2013. He then was hired as the GM by the Bucs in 2014. He has been a part of 5 different Super Bowl teams.
Wow.
Yeah, right. So it's a pretty good guy to have as your GM. Head coach Todd Bowles played as a safety for the Washington team and the 49ers. He was a pretty good safety too, if I remember correctly. Along with his playing career with those 2 teams, his first coaching jobs were as a defensive coordinator and secondary coach for 2 HBCUs. He was the defensive coordinator, secondary coach for Morehouse College in 1987 and for Grambling State University from 1998 to 1999. After that, he started his professional coaching career with the Jets as their secondary coach in 2000. He served in the same capacity for the Browns, the Cowboys, the Dolphins, and the Eagles before getting the DC job with the Cardinals in 2013. He was a head coach for the Jets from 2015 to 2018. Unfortunately, he got fired, but after that, he became the DC for the Bucs in the 2019-2021 season and is now the new head coach of the Bucs now that Bruce Arians has retired.
Wow, awesome. So
where am I here?
So again, another organization that has continuity.
Yes. And speaking of continuity, here we go again. Offensive coordinator, Byron Leftwich. He had a so-so playing career as a quarterback with the Jags, Falcons, Steelers, and Bucs, but's got good, he obviously has a good offensive head on his shoulders. He was coaching intern, quarterback coach, and interim offensive coordinator with the Cardinals. I believe he was brought in there by Bruce Arians. He's kind of a Bruce Arians disciple. And Bruce brought him over to the Bucs when he came over there and made him the offensive coordinator in 2019. We have another situation where we have co-defensive coordinators, Casey Rogers and Larry Foote. Rogers was a defensive line coach with the Cowboys and the Dolphins between 2003 and 2014. So he held those positions for quite a while. He was hired as DC of the Jets in 2015 and defensive line coach of the Bucs in 2019. And he got promoted to co-defensive coordinator this upcoming season. Larry Foote had a real nice playing career, 13 years as a linebacker for the Steelers, the Lions, and the Cardinals. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Steelers. He was the linebacker coach for the Cardinals from 2015, 2018. Also, same time when Bruce Arians was there, Bruce brought him over as the linebacker coach for the Buccaneers in 2019, and he stayed there until becoming the new DC or co-DC this season. And you know, what can I say about Tom Brady, the GOAT?
What can you say that hasn't already been said?
Right.
Nothing much. So let's take a look at the roster that
Yeah.
they're going to build around Mr. Brady this year.
Tom Brady heads up the biggest addition after retiring and then coming back and signing again. Ryan Jensen is a top-notch center, one of the better centers in the league. Re-signing Chris Godwin was big. I love Chris Godwin. He's a fantasy stud, and as long as he stays healthy, that is. And I know that him and Brady had a real nice connection. Big losses, Alex Kappa, an offensive lineman. You always miss a good offensive lineman when he leaves. So that's a big loss for the Bucs, but a big addition for the Cincinnati Bengals who needed him. And Jordan Whitehead was a nice safety. He's gone now to the Jets. They did re-sign O.J. Howard, who hasn't really fulfilled his promise as a tight end. Maybe this will be the year. In the draft, they grabbed a D tackle out of Houston, Logan Hall. I think he's well respected coming into the draft. He was talked about. Luke Godecki, an offensive tackle from Central Michigan. I remember his name being kicked around as a pretty good player coming into the draft also. Don't know.
All right. So you got a running back and you have a tight end and a punter.
Yes.
I think that's why I included round 4 because there's a
Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that he's a punter. Good job. Hey, look, out of Georgia. Holy, even their punter was good. Damn.
I hadn't even picked that up. I just saw punter and put that.
Even the punter got drafted. Woo, what a team.
What a team. I'm telling you.